Now let's look at an application using the law of sines. And we've got a pole tilted towards the sun at an angle of 8 degrees from vertical. So if you look down here, we've drawn a vertical line and we're showing the pole is tilted. And so this little angle in here is going to be 8 degrees. We also have a 22-foot shadow, and so this right here is the shadow, so that's going to be 22 feet. And we have an angle of elevation of 43 degrees. So this angle right here would be 43 degrees. And if we look at the bigger triangle, not the right triangle, but the bigger triangle whose side is the actual pole, I'm going to draw a separate triangle to make that a little clearer. This angle right here, is actually the sum of the 90-degree angle plus the 8. So this is going to be 98 degrees. We've got the shadow, which is 22. We've got the angle of elevation, which is 33 degrees. And we'll just label this triangle ABC to help us set up our ratios. And I want to find side A, because that is the actual length of the pole. In order to do that, I'm going to need to find angle B. And B equals 180 degrees minus the two angles, which will give us 39 degrees for angle B. And now we'll set up our ratio. I know that 22, which is side B, over the sine of 39 degrees is equal to A over the sine of 43 degrees. And after setting your cross products equal to each other and dividing, we get A equals 22 sine of 43 degrees divided by the sine of 39 degrees. And it says how tall is the pole to the nearest foot, so we're going to round this to the nearest whole number. So we're going to have 22 times the sine of 43 divided by the sine of 39, and we'll hit enter, and we get approximately 24 feet. So the height of the pole, or the length of the pole, is 24 feet. Alright, at this point I'd like you to pause the video and try the practice problem, and then start the video up to check your work. Alright, so we want to solve triangle ABC given the information here. First thing I did was I drew a triangle, and we're going to fill in the given information. We'll call this A, B, and C. I know that angle A is 36 degrees, C is 51 degrees. I don't know B. I know that side B is 18 inches, and my job is to find side C and side A. So the first thing we'll do is we'll find angle B. B is equal to 180 degrees minus 36 minus the 51, which will give you 93. Now let's find side C. So we'll start with 18, which is side B, over the sine of 93 equals A over the sine of 36 degrees. After setting our cross products equal to each other and then dividing, we'll get A is equal to 18 sine of 36 degrees all over the sine of 93 degrees. And plugging this in our calculator, side A is approximately equal to 10.6 if we round sides to the nearest tenth. So 10.6, and then to find C we would use the 18 over the sine of 93 degrees would equal C over the sine of 51. Again, after setting your cross products equal to each other and dividing, we get C is equal to 18 sine of 51 degrees divided by the sine of 93 degrees. Evaluating in our calculator, 18 times the sine of 51 divided by the sine of 93. Side C is approximately equal to 14. And the units on that would be inches, so C would be 14 inches. And so we could check this in our calculator. Let's open the calculator up and just check our ratios. So let's do the ratio for the A, ratio for B, and ratio for C. 10.6 divided by the sine of 36 degrees equals 18.03 approximately. We'll take B, 18, divided by the sine of 93 degrees. Hit enter, and we get approximately 18. And we'll do C, 14, divided by the sine of 51. And we also get around 18. We're slightly off because we rounded our answers, but again, it's really important to check your work, especially if you have time.